It's winter. It's cold. What are you gonna do? One of my favorite things to do in the winter is go ice fishing. So that's what I'm gonna be here today to teach you how to do. So you're gonna need three basic things to get started. One is gonna be your fishing pole. Two is gonna be an auger. And three is gonna be, you'll need around a $25,000 ice house. So let's get started. First thing, we're gonna need to get into the ice. So I'm just gonna take this off like that. And now we have an entrance into the ice. But to get through the water, we're gonna need the auger to drill through it. So you're gonna put this in like this, and you're just gonna start drilling till you break through the ice, and then you're gonna pull it up. You're gonna have a bucket around here so that the ice and water don't come into your house, it'll go into the bucket. Now a lot of people have gas powered augers. They have to like crank to start. I don't like those as much as this electric drill. One, because I don't like to destroy the world and the environment. And two, because it's just a trigger. And there's no hassle getting it started. So now you have your water, but you can't start fishing yet. Why? Because it's icky grossness in that water because of the leftover ice. So we're going to need to get our scooper, and we're going to need to scoop out the leftover ice that's in the water and put it in the bucket. Now once the water's looking good and clean and nice, you can take that bucket and dump it outside. Now we have nice clean water to start fishing in. So there's three components to the fishing pole. There is your reel, there is your rod, and then there's your bail. Now at the end of your reel is going to be your hook and your bobber. Both are very interchangeable, but I just have these ones on. We're not going to change them. We're keeping it simple. Now, on the hook is where you put your bait. Usually going to be around a worm or a minnow. You can use something bigger to catch bigger fish, but again, keeping it simple. So now, when you go fishing, you're going to lift up your bail, which will let your line drop like this. Pretend that went in the hole. Now, you're going to close it like that once you hit the bottom. And you'll know you'll hit the bottom when it starts getting super slacky like it is right now. So now, I like to reel in maybe 2.5 times just to get it off the bottom, but keep it around there because that's where the fish like to hang out. Now, we're going to jig it a little bit because who can resist a good jig? And that's going to attract fish. And so, once you're jigging and your fish cannot resist it, they're going to bite on. And what do you do when that happens? Well, you're going to need to set the hook. So you're going to whip up like that, and that's going to set the hook in the fish's mouth. And now you're going to start reeling in. Big mistake a lot of people do when reeling in is they reel in way too fast, which can actually rip the hook out of the fish's mouth. Once you have your fish, what do you do with it? You can either keep it or let it go. Great song, but it's just dependent on the fish regulations, whether it's the season for the type of fish, if it's big enough, if you even want to eat it, or if you're just having fun, want to let it go. Any of that's okay. Main priority is having fun, and so get out there and start ice fishing.